Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome to my breakdown of the newest Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, which has some implications of the multiverse which could lead to some crazy events in the MCU. Spider-Man Far From Home trailer starts off with a message by Tom Holland stating that there will be spoilers in this trailer, which goes for the same for this video. If you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet and don't want to be spoiled for some pretty big events, go watch Avengers Endgame and come back and watch this video. Now the trailer moves on to the first scene, which has a broken down Peter talking to Happy about Tony Stark. Now of course in Avengers Endgame he died, and this scene takes place right after Avengers Endgame, and by how devastated Peter is, I would guess it's right after Tony Stark's funeral. The next scene showcases Peter fighting in the Iron Spider suit, fighting some thugs, and what's interesting about this suit is that later in the trailer, Peter says that the world needs an Iron Man, along with the cops in this scene saying that are you gonna be the next Iron Man? So I wouldn't be surprised if he's wearing this suit to honor Tony Stark and all that he sacrificed. I think Peter in Far From Home is gonna want to honor Tony Stark and try to remember him for who he was and what he did. The next scene we get a mention of Nick Fury calling Peter. After we get a couple scenes from Peter, MJ, and Flash, it moves on to some pretty big things for the MCU. Now in this scene we get Nick Fury introducing Spider-Man to Mysterio, and he calls him Mr. Beck, and the reason why I call him Mr. Beck is because that's his last name. Now Mysterio's full name is Quentin Beck. This is also where we get the first implication of the multiverse by Mysterio saying we could have used someone like you on my world. This is where we learn that Mysterio might be from another world. Now the reason why I say he might be from another world is because Mysterio is the master of illusions, so it wouldn't surprise me if he lied and is actually not from another Earth. Tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Do you think he's lying or not? Now according to Nick Fury, Thanos' snap, which was an Infinity War, tore a hole in their dimension. Now this gives Marvel tons of opportunities to bring in any character they want that Marvel couldn't bring in due to story restraint. So X-Men, Fantastic Four, and even telling stories from alternate realities like Miles Morales or Spider-Gwen or even the Spider-Verse. Heck, even a Venom crossover is possible now that there's a hole in the MCU's dimension. I mean, who's to say that we won't not get a reboot for Fox's universe? Maybe they'll stay in a separate dimension and sometimes cross over. This has a lot of potential, and it's going to be interesting to see where Marvel takes the MCU going forward. Now Peter starts to freak out and name drops Captain Marvel and most notably Thor, who's off-world according to Nick Fury, which means we can expect him to join the Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for their crazy outing. After this huge scene, we get Spider-Man in his Spider-Man Noir costume. For those who don't know, Spider-Man Noir is an alternate version of Peter Parker who's actually in Spider-Verse, if you have seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales in it. Now the last scene I want to talk about is where Peter is holding Tony's glasses, the glasses that were from that first fight in Infinity War. And I think the reason why when he takes out the glasses and he's incredibly surprised is because we're going to see an AI Tony Stark. The MCU likes to take things from the comics, and in the comics, of course, Tony died and they made him into an AI, which I mean, that's kind of cool and all, but I think it's better to keep Tony dead. I hope they don't do that, but we'll see what happens. Overall, this trailer was fantastic and gets me excited for the future of the MCU. Leave your theories on how Marvel's going to use the multiverse, and do you think they're going to turn Tony into an AI? Leave your theories down in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Also, make sure you have that notification bell on because sometimes, unfortunately, YouTube doesn't notify you guys when I upload, which is daily. Thanks for watching and have a good one.